What's up everyone, back here, another Christmas video. This time, if you haven't seen the previous two videos where I talked about it, we've got a Hobby 2022 Bowman Chrome University. As I talked about, I had $300 in buybacks, sent those off to DA, got the credit, got three of these. Those were just slightly under $100. They were 98 bucks per box-ish, so it worked out perfectly. They throw in these, have two of those. We're going to do one of those, probably going to be some crummy auto. We'll do that at the end just so we can pretend like there's going to be something great in there. Our hopes will be high, but they will be dashed at the end. Hockey, we're going to go ahead and hit a little bit of that. We're going to go with this retail box, and that will be the fourth video. Making a lot of work for myself here in terms of editing. Let's get the packs out. We got the Christmas swag going on. First two videos, if you haven't seen those, did a 21-22 Chronicles Fat Pack box, soccer, Absolute Football Fat Pack box as well. Didn't really hit anything out of that. Hit a Tom Brady to $4.99, a red circle parallel, they call it. Before we get this open, let's bless it with our 2023 Bowman, Layden Robinson, 1 of 1. That I hit in a break, if you haven't seen that video. Some good mojo in there. We need some 1 of 1 mojo, 2 autos in this hobby box. This is actually the first hobby that I've opened. I had been just buying into breaks. That goes for 2022 as well as 2023. I'm buying singles, so I don't know how the auto is going to come out. What you're looking for here, this guy maybe, in terms of autos, Bryce Young, I think he's a bum. But keep in mind, last year, 2022, so you'd be looking for guys that are already in the league. Richardson, Levis, obviously Caleb Williams, he'll be drafted here shortly in April. Stroud, Will Anderson, Carter, this guy, high-end prospect right here. In spite of his name, high-end prospect there, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah! If I come across guys that are high-end or who were drafted last year, guys that maybe potentially drafted in 2023, I'll go ahead and mention those just in case there's some of you guys that aren't familiar with college football as much. Raleek, SC, we got the insert here. That's a 52 throwback. Raleek here, he's actually in the transfer portal. Brennan Armstrong. Graham Mertz. Like I said, you're looking for autos. Refractors, obviously numbered cards. Will Rogers was at Mississippi State in 2023. He's transferring to Washington. 2024, Damani SC, he's in the portal as well. A common thing amongst guys at that portal, everybody's jumping, getting that NIL money. You can kind of shop around for the best deal if you wanted to. Bo Nix, we've got a upside down. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's going to be an auto. Let's go ahead and save that. Bo Nix, everyone. Bo Nix, Oregon quarterback, Heisman finalist. Should be one of the top QBs off the board. I'm not exactly sold on this guy and his game transferring to the next level. That's just me. I thought Stroud was going to be a bum. I will make sure to say that. And I also thought that Bryce Young would be a bum. So 50-50. Well, this guy's certainly a bum. So much of a bum that he transferred to Alabama 2023 to play, transferred back to Notre Dame to play lacrosse. And just real quick, John, this is what I was talking about. The 2022 Bowman hobbies. It just kind of worked out where I was going to be doing something with these. DA Card World is what I was talking about, where they were a little bit under 100 for the 2022 version. 2023, like I was saying in the comment reply, blowout has them cheaper, about $100 as well, no tax. Eric also asked a good question as well, which I will get to. Looks like we've got an insert. Jamar Gibbs, Detroit Lions. Ramblin' Man, Jordan Addison, Minnesota Vikings. So you're seeing a lot of guys come through here, right, that have already been drafted, already making an impact in the NFL. I'd posted a lot of videos lately about 2023 breaks. Oh, there we go. There's Will Anderson. Looks like we've got a purple. Go ahead and save that one. Dallas Turner, he's another guy I've talked about in the past. Picked up some of his autos. He's a guy that's projected to go in the first round as well. And this guy, not a first rounder. If you're in the league already, making an impact or projected to be a first rounder, we'll throw you up on the stand for now. Eric was asking me if I thought that these would hold value. Great question. I gave him a way lengthier reply. Well, there's an auto, so we'll go ahead and put that over there. That's one down. Will Levis, he's not a first in this set. Eric Gilbert. Stroud, Bryce Young, Levis, Penix. Those guys aren't firsts in this set. Caleb is, obviously. Wicks, drafted as well. Packers picked him up. Klubnik. In terms of design, I talked about this a lot in the break videos I did. It's hard to really speak badly. There you go, Cleveland Brown. Since this was the first year that they really had the rights to use the logos. Dylan Gabriel, Oregon transfer this year in 2022 with the logos and everything. Going forward into 2023, you'd expect them to step up a little bit in terms of the overall aesthetic of the card, and that's what I talked about before. Ronnie Bell, 49ers had picked him up. Sean Swanson Snabajba. Since you'll be seeing this video sooner than the Chrome videos that I've already shot and uploaded, I talk about his brother. He plays for the Pirates, so the name thing, you'll get it down the road when you see those videos. Definitely, I felt like they stepped it up in 2023. More effort. There you go, Mason Smith. Have another purple there. Stogner. Tony Grimes. And I'll just show you examples here real quick if you haven't laid your eyes on this particular product. 2022 here, 2023. You see what they did here. I like the name better, kind of bigger, and obviously I like what they did with the colors, working the team colors in there like that. First year, they had the license, as I said, so you'd expect them to step it up a little in successive years. 47-year-old Stetson Bennett, Rams, upside down. Are these just refractors? Yeah, those are just refractors. I had another one over there that I wasn't sure what it was. Aww. Also 47-year-old Sam Hartman, rented for a year by Notre Dame. Ramon Davis. Ruined my Stetson Bennett comment. Los Angeles Rams. What's he doing? Where did he go? Stetson Bennett, where are you? Hey, there we go. Anthony Richardson. Pat Garwo. Ryan Helinski. Trayson Potts. Northwestern quarterbacks. Anybody? Has there been one in recent memory? Trevor Siemian. Not saying he's any good, but Zach Wilson, huh? Anthony Richardson. Halfway through the box after this pack. Henry Tuo'o. Aqua Wave here. Those should be numbered to 299. Xavier Hutchinson, Texans. Jaron Hall, Vikings. I'm not going to say anything. Thing I've talked about before in the breaks as well was with 2022 100 card checklist. This year, Walker Howard, Zach Evans, Simpson and Simpson. Amazing. Brothers from another father and mother. Ty Simpson, Trenton Simpson. 200 card checklist in 2023. So what I was saying was if you're buying into breaks at Jackson Dart, maybe somebody to look out for next year, maybe, or I should say the 2025 draft. Nathaniel Dell, you may know him as the Texans wide receiver Tank Dell. When I was talking about the set size, Cam Rising missed all of this year for Utah, so he'll be back next year. A 27th year senior by then. Josh Downs, Jordan Travis, Florida State QB, Ben Urasic, Stanford. If you're buying into breaks, Bryce Young, the shrimp, that stinks. What is this? Upside down, might be just another refractor, so we'll hold off on that. There's a Brennan Armstrong and a Logan Diggs. With the set twice as big, if you're buying into a 2-case break, what I said before, there's an Invicta of a bum, then you'd have to buy into twice as many, either boxes or cases, to get the same number of cards of your particular player. 200 card set this year versus 100 cards last year. If a case break last year netted you 10 cards, a case break this year is only going to net you 5 cards, right? Tualia Tagovailoa, younger brother, obviously not as hyped. He'll be in the 2024 draft. Haven't really seen any projections on him going that high. Maybe a mid, 4th, 5th, mid, 6th, 7th rounder, somewhere in that range. He put up numbers. There we go. Stroud. That's just a base card. Nolan Smith. Keyshawn Smith. Again with that. Simpsons before. Now we got the Smith bros. Tualia was always putting up big-time numbers against weak competition. When it came to playing against the big boys, though, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, nada from that guy. Porter Jr., drafted by the Steelers, of course. So something else I was thinking about, Eric, when you were asking me, oh, we got another Jamar Gibbs. Let me show you the back of these, actually. Again, in that 52 Bowman design. What I noticed about most of these inserts was they were hard to find centered. Eric, again, was asking me if I thought that they would hold value. My thinking is probably not in some respects, and I don't think I fully answered the question. There's a hooker working the streets in Detroit. Caleb, there he is. He's got things going on. Nico, something I was thinking about that I didn't mention in my reply, Eric, was Bowman, how it's different in terms of holding value or kind of the respectability for the collector, the college uniform. That was something I didn't touch on. Just the thought that crossed my mind was, with these, they're in college uniforms, obviously. When you have Bowman firsts, they at least airbrush what they need to airbrush to have them in the jersey of the professional franchise that they're with. And I think that might be something that a lot of collectors would be drawn to. Seeing a guy in a college uniform, if you're talking about guys who mainly collect professional football rookie cards, which is obviously what people have been used to. Cameron Ward, he's transferring, hitting the portal, trying to get some of that NIL money. Looks like another refractor. JJ McCarthy, there you go. He'll be in the 2024 draft. Denzel Burke. They're predicting JJ to be one of the top QBs as well. Obviously, they don't have him up there with Caleb Williams and Drake May, who are the consensus top 2 QBs and projected to go 1 and 2 overall. But I was saying I didn't feel like Bowman would hold as much value. When I was going through my analysis, I was more so talking about prestige in the eye of the collector. I could see it holding value because they're firsts, but it may be something where collectors take a little bit of time to warm up to it. It's different with prospecting for Bowman University football and basketball, because when you have these guys here, sure, you can buy a freshman, for instance, and you can follow his career if he's on your favorite team. It might take a little bit of time for him to make his way to where he's even potentially eligible for the draft or ready for the draft. Amateur sports in a way, whereas with baseball, kind of like I was talking about earlier, was they're already professionals, right? Even though they're in the minors, they're already attached to a professional organization. So that might be something where people don't necessarily want to play the long game, even though I guess technically you could easily argue, well, just because a guy's in the minors, it may take him a long time to make it, right? Jaron Hall, Invicta, Wally, John Emery. Let me show you the back of these Invictas. And as you know, if you have seen anything on 2023 Bowman Draft, they did away with the Invicta in favor of the glass insert. And I was making fun of that because, wow, I wonder where they got the idea. Looks like we've got a green back there, but an Aiden O'Connell. Who knew, right? Who knew? Trevor Etienne. I picked up a few of his autos. You may have seen those in videos, but he's actually in the portal as well. Green is going to be numbered to 99, so we'll just go ahead and start here. Refractor, there should be 4 of these per box. Tualia, future bench warmer practice squad player who will be out of the league in a couple years. Maybe I can get his brother to autograph it. Second refractor, this guy, if he was a restaurant, he'd be called Shea Malusi. I don't mind that they have those refractors upside down, though, so you know what you're getting into. Tanner Morgan, Minnesota QB. That's a purple shimmer. Those aren't numbered, whereas the purples, you'd see a $3.99 on those. $100. You're going to have to let me know what you think. Obviously, we haven't gotten to supposedly the good stuff yet. Eric Gilbert. And these are just base refractors, not numbered. I don't know what's going on in the background here. What is that? I got a sheet or something there. What is that? All right. First auto out. Nico, we saw him earlier. Nico Martial. Nico Martial, everyone. Freshman. I have to flash his stats here on the screen. So I took a look at his stats. He didn't really get much PT for West Virginia this year. Got into a few games, but didn't really make a mark. So this is one where you're going to have to Bowman baseball prospect it. Sit on it for a while. All right. Purple action here. John Emery, running back. LSU, as you can see here, number to 399. Refractor, Will Levis. You'll certainly take that. It's our Will Anderson Texan. All right, so that means unless we got stiffed on an auto, then our auto is going to be numbered. We'll try to sneak a peek, see if we can see a sticker here. There's a sticker there, so we'll go ahead and save that. Is it a first? It's a first. Aqua Wave to 299. Andrell Anthony, first. From the University of Michigan to 299, a sophomore, back in 2022. He transferred to Oklahoma, so he played in 2023 for the Sooners. 27 catches, 429 yards for him. 6'1", so we'll see. Texans well represented in this box. Henry To'o. He is getting some playing time as a rookie this year for the Texans. All right, I've got a few more of these 2022 boxes to go through. Then I've actually got 3 2023 boxes on the way that should be here within a few days. Those were a Christmas gift from the Mrs. Uh-oh. Is it that running back? Oh, God. It pains me that it's an Irish, but at least he transferred, playing for LSU this year. He got some run. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry for them. Logan Diggs, everyone, junior this year. One more year, unless he's coming out. I don't know if he would, based on the numbers and everything, but Logan Diggs, everyone, to 99. 6 foot. It's from Louisiana originally, so it makes sense that he transferred. Why'd you leave the state of Louisiana? He could play for UL Monroe. All right, that is the box. Let me get everything organized and do a quick recap. Ramblin' Man, Jamar Gibbs, at a Levis base and refractor, and these are the better non-first I had in here. Stroud, Nix, Bryce Young, J.J. McCarthy. Getting into the firsts, Mason Smith, AOC, the only AOC that I can tolerate. Come on, she didn't even know what a garbage disposal was, unless she's just trolling us. Jordan Addison, Dallas Turner, Kool-Aid, Tank, Will Anderson, Stetson Bennett, Cameron Ward, Caleb Williams, Anthony Richardson, Joey Porter Jr., Jamilman Smagaja Blaga. Autos, Hurton, Martial, and the /99 Logan Diggs. And last but not least, our holiday pack here. Get this thing open. It's got a little stickery thing on it. A little super sealy thing, so you know it must be good. What is this? Who it is? Who? That made that Martial look like a Heisman winner in comparison and an MVP. Eduardo Garcia. Who? I went ahead and looked him up. Was in the Royals organization, and I say was because they signed him in 2019, and as of the end of the season in 2022, remember we're almost to 2024 now, they release this bum. He couldn't play. He's a bum. He can't hit. So that means that when DA sent me this, they knew already that he was a bum. He's washed. They just had some trash laying around. This was probably on a floor. Actually, they probably use it to scrub the floor with. And they're like, oh, we've got all these cards here that we scrub the floor with of guys who stink. Let's go ahead and send this to somebody. That's a bonus. You suck. Let me know what you thought about this box. I don't mind these boxes. They were pretty cool, pretty fun. I feel like the value's decent enough. $100, 2 autos. Obviously, we went kind of El Poo-Poo on the autos, but not bad. Definitely a product that I wouldn't mind ripping more of. Unfortunately, I have some to rip. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy New Year and happy holidays, whatever it is you're celebrating. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Be well.